Oracle Arena. Get David Aldridge on our sideline here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Huddle. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. The team start from scratch, Steve. That is, a lot of people optimistic at this time of the year. Teams that are favored coming into the season, teams that...
a lot of these teams, maybe they didn't have the season they wanted the previous season. Maybe because of injuries, or maybe they're just in jail. So as an organization, a fan base, we're excited in Oakland today. There are some teams that you look at and you go, oh, we don't even have a chance. But let me just pretend like it, that we have a chance, and hopefully they can make a trade throughout the year.
A chance here to set the floor. Curtis and Fielder all field have been ready to go for this one.
Sí, pues esta vaina ya.
We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Carlos Boozer out there at Durant. Then there's Allen. And it's Barea in at the point guard position. Durant against Lucas. O'Neal with it. Kicks to Barea. And it's off the back rim. No good. Inside, here's Francis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Francis has got the opening basket of the game for the Warriors. Now, here's Barea. Guarded close. And Durant gets it to go.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
And there's the pass to Francis. Outside Baylor. Just 5 to shoot. Good deep at Boozer. Bullets have gone 1 through for the field to start this one so far. Durant dishes to Barea. Boozer kicks to Allen. Here's O'Neal. It's tipped.
Bueno, está aprobado el Matute Ball ese. Le dio tapón al mismo Chuck ya.
Games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manu.
Now here's Barea after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. Right at the free throw line, and a kind roll that time off the rim as it won forward.
5 para Durán, es mi madre.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. You'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern-day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
Charlotte making a switch here.
Te voy a enseñar. Mire, voy a hacerte una transmisión en vivo para que no vayan a pensar nunca que yo le quito la vaina como ustedes me la piden. Copia, boludo. Usted ve cómo dice ahí. Usted ve cómo dice ahí. Ahí dice the night ball. Pero mire, léalo bien. Ahí dice Danny Ball. No sé si te lo ves ahí. Danny Ball. Lo estoy subrayando. Esto significa en inglés. Googlealo si tú quieres. Búscalo en negar balón. Yo estaba esperando eso. Algunos creen que porque le están negando la bola a un jugador, él no la va a recibir. Yo, después que se acabe el juego, te voy a explicar. Ay, coño, espérate. Estoy hablando en público aquí.
Now here's Durant. 5 points in the game. Passes to Shaw. Over Francis. Here's Labissiere.
And you can see the potential that Labissiere has, an explosive player who's surprisingly quick for his size.
The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. That's left in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Jordan, and again, no good by Golden State. And that's it for the first quarter. It's Charlotte leading by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. Well, let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Charlotte leading by 5. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Labissiere. Jones is out there with Shaw. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Beasley in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Labissiere. 5-point lead.
I'm back like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude that at least
the biggest of the game. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mindset, and come back out fresh.
Somebody mentions your name, so when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present.
So often the player comes up and plays on a conservative minute.
My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this.
It's restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And you couldn't answer that. They pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, just like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, get you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
Here's Francis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Francis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Charlotte in the lead. Tipped away. Pass to Beasley. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only next year.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Favors against Jones.
I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the foul is called. The intentionally grabbed in there for
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Middleton is checked in. Allen's checked in for Charlotte. So an almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. O'Neal's checked in for Brock. Boozer comes in for Labissiere. Kevin Durant's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Maria subbed in for Jones. And now the first timeout call here for the Hornets.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
They're starting to get down.
And now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious.
Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Well, Warriors switch here. Now here's Barea. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
El Shaq. Ay, mi madre, qué tapón. Dos tapones para Matute Ball.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Jordan against Allen. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
The greatest of superstars. Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Charlotte trailing. Correa surveying the floor. Knocks it loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. The feed to Lucas. Durant with the steal. Down low. Here's Shaq. Off on the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Over to the left wing. Passes to Jordan. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Outside Jordan. Over Allen. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do a...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. In the second quarter, they erased what had been a fairly big deficit at one point, and now here they are sitting on a 1-point halftime lead. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to figure out who to cover. And
that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
We've got Jordan. Lucas is out there with Baylor. And it's Bull in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Barea. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Durant against Lucas. No good from Durant.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Derek Favors checked in for the Warriors. Harrington comes in for Lucas. Charlotte also making some changes. Labissiere comes in for Boozer, and Jones subbed in for J.J. Barea. Labissiere kicks to Jones. Here's O'Neal. And he lays it straight in. Shaq's got 6.
Yeah, and O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Jordan high post. He's against Allen. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Charlotte making some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Shaq. Malik Beasley comes in for Kevin Durant. Shaw subbed in for Ray Allen. Here is Shaw. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Friday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town. And then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors checked in. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Labissiere up top. He's guarded by Harrington. Beasley kicks to Jones. Back to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Charlotte, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Beasley drops both of them. Here's Francis. Outside Jordan. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the wing. Here's Francis, defended by Jones. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kevin Durant's checked in for Beasley, and it's Allen in for Shaw.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Durant. Yes, that goes in.
Attacking the heart of the defense, Durant on the finishing end of a smart play design.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. At Jordan, over Allen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Horry against Durant. Elbow shot is on the way. No good that time. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr. We We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Warriors leading by 5, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. Carlos Boozer out there with Durant. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Allen. And it's Shaq in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jordan, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte.
As if
Timeout call for Warriors.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step. Another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude that at least on life is a peace of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way. Get up my way.
Baylor, who's checked in for Golden State. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. And he's good on the second. Hornets trail by 6. They get a hand on it, and that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Now Barea. He dishes it to Allen. Got a piece of it.
a good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Jordan. And the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Barea. Durant kicks to O'Neal. Outside for Barea. Shot clock at 5. And now goes to the Warriors. Lucas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Tipped away. And stolen by Jordan. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's Durant on the one. He kicks to O'Neal. Now here's Varela. He's guarded closely. Ripped away. And it's the Warriors on the break. And that one is hammered.
How about the fast hands there on display defensively from Francis? Always active on D and constantly looking to come up with steals.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 22 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Durant kicks to O'Neal. Back to Durant. Charlotte moving it around. Clock at 4. They get a hand on it. They need this. Charlotte no good that time either.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Now here's Durant. It's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jordan against Allen. Jordan the pass to Francis. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
At the line for Warriors, Michael Jordan. He has 2.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the grit.
Cause I love the way it feels when we grind. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole world change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blame it on my confidence. Or blame it on your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. I hit tripping talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. Well, it makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else.